Hi, Bill from CJ Pony Parts here with a new episode of Under the Hood. It's springtime here in Pennsylvania. That means the garage doors are open and the Mustangs are back on the road. We decided to start off in a proper fashion by having our first annual CJ car cruise. We ended up with over twice the cars we expected, and everybody had a great time cruising from CJ's over to Hershey Park. We've also been doing a lot of the installation videos you guys have come to expect, including stuff on the S550, plenty of early model videos, and everything in between as well. We've also been doing a lot of expansion here at CJ Pony Parts. Our Las Vegas location is ready to open in only a short couple months. And we're also expanding our video department. If you've ever dreamed of being on camera here at CJ's, now might be the time. Also, Raptor has been a big deal for us, and we launched an entirely new product line, which Freddie's going to tell you about soon. But for now, let's take a look at what we've been up to for the last couple months. Obviously, the S550 Mustang is still huge, and we've been doing a ton of videos in the car as usual. The first thing we did was put a new Roush front bumper on my 2015 GT. I've always loved the look of the Roush front bumper, been dying to do one ever since I got my car, and I really think it finishes off the look. It really gives the car that nice, clean look on the front end. While we're discussing Roush parts, we also installed a set of Roush pedals in another Roush supercharged 2015 Mustang GT. Roush pedals definitely have a much more race-inspired look than the originals and look great in this car. One of the more unique exhaust systems we've done lately is the side exhaust system from Cervini's. Not only does the system sound great, it gives the car a really unique look and really ties in with the rest of the look of the 2015 Mustang. One of our new vendors is Professional Mass Air Systems. We've installed a bunch of their intakes, including their one for the naturally aspirated Mustang. Their intakes will work with both a tune or non-tune, making them very desirable for people who don't want to mess with their factory warranty. Speaking of Roush superchargers, if you're looking to make a little extra horsepower out of your Roush supercharged Mustang, the JLT intake is a great way to go. Combined with a custom tune, you'll see huge gains with horsepower and torque, and it looks great under the hood. Seated jacking rails have been hugely popular ever since they hit the market. Now they're finally available for the convertible as well. These low-profile jacking rails are a great installation on any Mustang as they allow you to jack the car up from anywhere along the pinch weld area. While many of the installs we do are based on making the car look better from the front, there's not a lot of stuff to the back until we added this custom diffuser. This will work on any premium Mustang and really adds a nice custom touch to the back of your car. MBRP's street and race catback system has been hugely popular ever since they came out a few years ago. MBRP now offers this axle back muffler delete system, which looks great, is very affordably priced, and sounds amazing on your S550 Mustang GT. For someone looking for a unique sound from the S550 Mustang GT, we offer this True X resonator. A lot of times a resonator delete makes the car just a little bit too loud. This True X resonator from MagnaFlow will actually provide much more flow than the factory setup at a much lighter weight and add a really good sound to your car. We haven't forgot about the 05 through 14 S197 owners. A lot of guys like the look of the smooth back on these cars, so we showed you how to install a smooth deck which takes the place of the factory one, gives the car a much cleaner look from the back. If you have an 05 through 09 Mustang and looking for something a little bit of a custom touch for the front end, we showed you how to install a set of these custom headlights. These are available with either clear or smoked reflectors and are going to mimic the look of the 10 through 12, and it'll be a direct replacement for the factory lights on any 2005 through 2009 Mustang. For the 94 through 04 crowd, we haven't forgot about you guys either. We showed you a complete installation video on how to replace your factory fuel tank. With these cars getting older, a lot of restoration items are definitely going to be needed, and the fuel tank is one you definitely want to replace if you're having issues. We also showed you how to rebuild your odometer. Odometer failure on the 94 through 98 Mustangs is very, very popular. It's a common issue that causes the mileage not to read correctly. We showed you how to remove your cluster and rebuild your odometer. While we're talking about the SM95 Mustangs, a lot of you have been asking for an update on Project Crim Stang. Well, we've had some growing pains for sure, as racing in a heads-up class is something new to us, and it's definitely challenging. Right now, we are 10th in point after 2 events, and the car is definitely has the mile an hour to be competitive. Once we get our 60-foot a little better in line, we're hoping to definitely go some rounds as the season progresses. CJ started with a 65 through 73 Mustang. We definitely haven't forgot about the classics. Obviously, we picked up our Project 65 convertible Lucy, and while we had it, we showed you the process of how to buy a Mustang, what you want to look for, and all the things you want to find if you're looking for your first classic car. We started the work on Lucy by installing a rally pack. This is something a lot of people have asked about over the years. The rally pack is a great way to add a tack and a clock to your classic Mustang. It looks great and really fits the vintage look. Another thing a lot of people have asked about is how to replace the emblems, as it is kind of confusing in how the tube nuts work. So we did a full emblem swap on Project Lucy to show you how to do it. While we were working on Lucy, we decided to freshen up the engine bay with a brand new set of Scotch Drake valve covers and a little bit of paint. It's amazing what a little elbow grease and a simple swap makes the engine bay look a lot better. The Focus market is still huge, with the RS and the ST still being very popular here at CJ Pony Parts. For the RS and the ST, we showed you Rally Innovations front, rear, and custom side splitters. These aluminum splitters look great on these cars and add a really nice custom touch to either your RS or your ST. Speaking of parts that fit both of them, we also showed you Roush's new cold air intake kit. This cold air intake kit will fit the ST or RS, so if you have an ST and are thinking about an RS in the future, you can take it along with you. For the ST, definitely being a direct injection motor, an oil separator is always a good idea, so we showed you two different versions from JLT, one that fits the front and one that fits the rear, and we showed you detailed installations for both. With a lot of RS owners running these cars with the track, heat definitely becomes an issue, so we showed you how to install Mishimoto's oil cooler fitting your 16 through 17 RS. The oil cooler is going to bring the temps down and keep the car a lot more reliable at the track. In the last couple of months, there's been a bunch of new vendors we've added that we're very excited about. The first one was Gibson Exhaust. Gibson is making exhaust forever, it seems, and they make a lot of stuff for both the Mustang and also the truck and Jeep market as well. The 2015 Mustang GT system is definitely one of my favorites sound-wise, and the installation of these systems is pretty straightforward. We also added Professional Mass Air Systems. PMAS has been around for a little while now and has an excellent reputation for high-quality meters and excellent performing kits. We showed you two different versions for the NA Mustang, one that requires a tune, the one that will not require a tune, and also showed you their intake for the Roush Supercharged 2015 and up GT. We also had a new wheel vendor. HRE kind of probably needs no introduction. They've been building high quality top of the line wheels for years. We offer the Flowform wheels from HRE in 3 different designs and 2 different colors. If you're looking for a high-end wheel for your Mustang, this is definitely one you want to check out. Instead of doing our annual car show, this year we decided to do a bunch of different smaller events. The first one was April 23rd, which was our first annual CJ Cruise. The cruise was a huge success. We got double the cars we expected. It was a beautiful day. We ended up having people hanging at CJ's for a few hours and took a cruise through the back roads of Pennsylvania over to Hershey Park. Within the next month, our new location in Las Vegas should be just about ready to go. The building is up and the racks are going in. This is going to allow us to better serve our West Coast customers and have more inventory as well. This location is over 100,000 square feet and again should be opening up the next month. Speaking of events, our annual Pony Trails is coming up. If you're heading to the Carlisle show and want to swing by CJ's, Pony Trails is the perfect time to do so. It's going to be Friday, June 2nd at 8 a.m. Come hang out, have some breakfast, and then cruise over to Carlisle with a bunch of other Mustangs.
Over the past few months, we've been really expanding our truck and off-road market, so much so that we created a sister channel called CJ Off-Road, which you really should subscribe to if you haven't already. So I'm going to give you an update on what we've been doing in the truck and off-road market, starting with our 2016 F-150. Since the last update, we made our EcoBoost F-150 breathe even better with a set of Borla off-road downpipes, which deleted the catalytic converters and really made those turbos scream. We changed the front up a little bit and gave it a killer look with a set of projector headlights with LED daytime running lights. Then we gave the interior a nice little upgrade with the F-150 Raptor steering wheel. We even managed to get 2 2017 F-150 Raptors. Both are absolute monsters and we managed to get our hands a little dirty with them as well. We installed a leveling kit to give it an aggressive stance with a little more ground clearance. Then we threw on a killer looking Addictive Desert Designs Honey Badger front bumper and complemented it with the rear Honey Badger bumper as well. We even installed a few different exhausts to see how they looked and sound, and we had Sean Gibson come out to help us install a polished stainless steel exhaust. Then we threw on a black MagnaFlow exhaust and 2 Ford Performance catbacks as well. Then we finished off with the AFE Rebel side exit exhaust. Now that doesn't seem like a whole lot of work over the past few months, but that's because we've been really focused on the newest addition to the CJ family, and probably the biggest surprise yet, the Jeep JK Wrangler. I've been working on this Jeep practically non-stop since we got it back in January, and I've installed every single part that we offer. We started off with a nice set of fuel wheels and tires, then we did an absurd amount of LED upgrades. Then I installed every exhaust option that we could, finishing with the Borla Loop Delete catback exhaust for better clearance. After that, we threw on a few accessories to give it a custom rugged look, such as rugged red hood catches and taillight covers, which look absolutely killer. Then we showed you a ton of ways to protect the interior and exterior of your Jeep, such as floor liners, and a ton of other accessories to give your Jeep a custom look.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Under the Hood. We have a lot of things happening at CJ, so if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos.